to them. There was no sense of it. There are certainly some things that we looked at that have been in our game prior to that they were still trying to work on. Yeah, so some things come out of it, but we didn't spend much time talking about it.
Ted, we talked a little bit, I think, in the last few weeks just about where you're at in the standings, and now it's sort of a mixed thought with how you've played, yet where your results have been sometimes. Does this team need more levity or more seriousness? What are you looking for? Because it seems like sometimes there's no joy, even for a first-place team over the sustained stretch of play.
I think during the season, I think both of that, it comes into play. You know, I'm going to bed the other night. I'm in bed at 9 o'clock the other night, and I get a text from them all. They're having a Christmas party with their ugly sweaters and stuff like that. There was some levity there, I'll tell you right now. So this is I want us, I've always, since I've been here, we've talked about being businesslike. And there's certain hours in the day you need to be businesslike, but you also have to have some fun with this game. And I think they do. I think it may be a question for them. I think when expectations start arriving, it's a team going into this year, there was expectations. Some of the guys haven't had to live through with some of that. I still think it's a little bit of a learning process there. I think I've got to be patient in some of the things that we're going to go through. We've talked about that all year long as far as it's not going to be a 16-game winning streak and really set you apart. So yeah, I think they all come into play. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about our guys having confidence on the ice and trying to release themselves that way. That may be what you're asking. I think they need to allow themselves to play is the best way I can say it.
Torts, we talked yesterday, you were still working on center ice. Have you made some decisions there?
Yeah, Jens will go in the middle. I'm going to start with Jens in the middle. Wenny will be in the middle, Luke and Sedzi. So we'll put them. I want to try to get Nick in the wing. I'm going to try him on right wing. I just want to see what it looks like. And Schrades will play wing. Schrades will be in. He'll play wing.
As much as you've struggled with the second and third pair now with the injuries you've had, have you reached the point where you've considered splitting up 8 and 3?
Yeah, you'll see different pairs tonight. I'm not going to give them to you now, but yeah. Oh, not 8 and 3. 8 and 3 is staying the same. No, it'll be 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. We're going to try something different there tonight and see where that goes. No, I'm not splitting up Jonesy and Z. They control games for us, and if they have to play 30, 32 minutes, they'll play 30, 32 minutes if we don't get something from the other guys, and they're capable of doing that. I'm not interested in splitting them. So we'll go the other groups and see if we can find something that works a little better.
Yeah. The thought, of course, is to have one of those two guys on the ice for 50 minutes or whatever if you put them on different...
We don't have that little confidence in the other guys that we have to do that. I just like the way they play. I think they generate for us. They're a huge part of our identity and our pace of our game. I'm not ready to split them up.
Bob in net.
Bob is in net. Yep. Oh, good. Thank you.
The other night, whether you melt down or whether you just brush it off and say it was just another game, who would have won that bet?
What's
I'm not even sure.
what? I know. Was
that we put that game behind us, or was that more of a the press conference?
the lack of press conference?
Yeah.
No. What I said to you is the truth. There was no sense in me. I don't even know what to say about that game, and there was no need of me to pick it apart anymore. I want to move by it right away, and I don't want to disrespect you guys. I know, hey, to me, it gives you a few more minutes to get your deadline without me talking. So, no, I meant what I said. I'm not going to fake. What could I say about that? And I wasn't ready to go even further into it and pick it apart in answering your questions. I don't think that would have done the team any good. So that's why I tried to move by it. So I hope you can try not to do that again, but I hope you can understand that. Okay, thank you.